Hey guys, Augiesaint here and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and in this video I want to share with you guys my build step-by-step tutorial of the ultimate ingot farming base, which I have made a video of recently and you guys really enjoyed that one. But a lot of people actually asked me if I could make a step-by-step on how I set the whole base up, because a lot of people seem to be having problems with the foundations and everything. So that is what this video is going to be about, a step-by-step follow-up to the previous base build guide. But before we get into it, if you guys could drop by the Twitch stream tonight, twitch.tv/Augiesaint, we will be doing a 24-hour celebration stream tonight. So come on in, join the madness, and let's see how that all goes. It will be fun. I've really enjoyed seeing all of you guys come over to the stream from the YouTube videos. Say hi when you come over and tell me that you're from the YouTube videos. It makes my day. Thank you guys so much for the support. And without further ado, let's hop straight into this build. So you guys know this is the base found over there to the bottom of the Free Pal Alliance Tower, to the right of the Sealed Realm of the Guardian, which is the Vay fight. You zoom out, that's where it is, as we said on the first video, but in case you are a new person coming to the video for the first time, there it is. So first thing, we're going to start out with the foundation. On the highest point, I usually like to go with the highest point just to like make it nice and central, because we're going to put our Palbox on here eventually. So this one is a little bit wonky to get it because it's a little bit of a bad terrain spot. So we're just going to get a nice little, just so it's like right over there. And then hopefully this actually works out. Otherwise, we're going to have to redo this foundation like 10, 20 times. But you just need to keep doing it until it actually works out correctly. I like to do it 3 by 3. So it's got a nice spot in the middle for the Palbox. And then we actually need to try with the stairs, because this is the big problem. Like setting up the stairs, if they don't work correctly, you need to put up more stairs underneath with foundations, which I will show you guys right now. In this corner, we're most likely going to have to do that. Everything else seems to be touching the ground. So you do that, you run around, see that it's all working correctly. This one over here might not, actually that works fine. So you usually test it by running up yourself. If you can run up without being glitched, then your pals most likely can do it as well. Keyword, most likely. So we see that actually worked out pretty good, except this little corner right here, but it's not the end of the world, as all we do then is we take a foundation, and now usually it will clip on, but you want to try and build it away. So you want to get it to really line up underneath the stairs, and it just needs to touch the stairs. So you could bring it out further as well. These trees are kind of in the way right now. Let me get rid of these trees real quick. So you want to put the foundation underneath and then have that line up, just so you can have the stairs then on the next one. Kind of a little bit buggy and glitchy, but you got to do what you got to do. So you come there and then you measure it. See, once you can see the floor, okay, there. And now that's perfect. So we could go right there. We could go a little bit more in. Just play with it how much you want, like how much patience you have. It's up to you. I like to get it right and nice. Okay, so there, a little bit forward. Bam. That should do it. Look at that. And now hopefully this one lets us build in there. It does. Sometimes it won't if it's a little bit skew, and you have to take out the stairs and then build the foundation and then bring the stairs down. Just a little disclaimer if you have that problem. Now we build stairs and stairs. This is a little bit close to this iron ore. I don't actually like this that much, but for the sake of the video, not having to redo this a million times, we're going to leave it like that. You could build stairs there too. But if this ore somehow glitches out and doesn't respawn, just break away the stairs and then restructure your foundation. This is just the basics of how to get it all going. If it doesn't work, like if the stuff doesn't respawn, then you got to break it down and try again. But it should work for the most part. This is actually not overlapping that much. And then this one, we need to get it again. This one's a little bit worse, because it's a little bit way worse place. We come down, down, down. Okay, so that one is not the greatest, but this will work. We need this all just for functionality. Okay, so it's overlapping there. So we actually take this one down and then we put this one on, because this one is more important, as I can actually get up there anyway from there. So this one over here, this is not how I had it specifically in my last one, because every time you build, it's a little bit different. That's just the process of how to get it working. These two work fine. So there we go. We have the middle foundation set up perfectly. Now we've got all the iron ore on this side. And then we have the coal on that side, and this area over here in the back I'm going to use for the pals sleeping area, as it's nice and open and flat, and we can just get the pals to sleep there. We don't want them to, you don't want your pals to sleep anywhere near they work, in my opinion. Some other people would say you do, but I like to keep it further away, because they only use the beds once, like at the nighttime when they got to go sleep, and then obviously they'll park there and they'll go sleep. So for the most part, keep it away from the ores and all the working areas, just to reduce the chance of them bugging out. So now we go with the Palbox. So we got the working area there and there, so I guess we could have them spawning in that direction. So you want to make sure when you place the power box, everything around it is open and clear, as that big square around it is going to like indicate where the pals actually spawn in. So I like to put mine on the middle tile. That's why I do 3x3. And a little disclaimer before somebody asks in the comments, yes, I do have my work speed and everything turned up really fast. I have like crazy inventory, nothing, all my builds are free because this is for educational purposes only. So I'm using a modded save. This is not my main save. As to if I was to go and break down every single one of my builds and actually rebuild them for you guys, I would never get any videos out because that would take me forever. So just a little disclaimer before I do get some comments about that. So anyway, we have the power box and the foundation set up. This is a pretty good start. Now let's go set up the foundations for them to sleep. So we're going to put them in the back area away from the ores. We're going to see if we can actually get this nice and lined up. I hope it doesn't line up badly because this is very much all by chance. You could calculate this, but most of this is just by chance. If you place it and it works, great. If you place it and it doesn't work, well, just replace it. So we got to go like this. We build all the way around. I like to build these foundations underneath as well, so then the trees don't go back. A lot of people have been saying that you need to place it specifically and blah, 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 blah. But for me, every time I've placed the foundation and then I've like killed the tree underneath, it just doesn't grow back. So that is how it's always worked for me, and that's how it should work, hopefully. If it doesn't work for you, well, I'm not sure what to tell you. But yeah, we just build this around, get it nice and flat. Unfortunate that one doesn't fit in over there, like there doesn't fit either. So it's a little bit of luck of the draw, or you could just calculate it and rebuild this perfectly until you have every little piece of the blue circle within your foundation. And now we're going to take out these trees, and with the power of editing, I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, we've cleaned out the trees, we are back, and now let's try and make the pallet beds. We're just going to close this off a little bit over here. The pallet beds you could honestly just place all the way around you. You don't have to close this off like I'm doing it. I just like to do this because this is how I usually make my builds. We make the like flat area for the beds, and then we close it off like this, and I actually build above this is what I go and do for building. Over here we might actually put a little staircase in. It turned out bad but good at the same time because we can just utilize that for a staircase. Also make sure when you are building outside of the blue line, if you don't have the deterioration thing turned off in the server settings, that will deteriorate and it could destroy your structure. So keep that in mind when you are building, as well as your pals won't do anything outside of that blue line. They won't path outside of that blue line, they won't go use beds, they won't eat, they won't mine, they won't do anything outside of the blue line. As our moon just flies past there without ×5 daytime thing on the server. So let's go and build this all the way up so we can actually have the bed area, and then on top of these beds I'm going to have the production facilities, which you don't need since this is really just a base focused on ingot farming. So as long as you have your 2 refineries set up and your pals just working overtime making ingots and palladium ore, this base will keep you sorted pretty much from the mid game into the late game pretty easily. So we build our walls up and at them. If they don't, you can actually climb on the structure. You can climb up the structure and build while you're climbing too. I built the Eiffel Tower yesterday on my stream and it like pretty much goes straight up into the sky. It's insane. So we do that, and now we put the beds down, which is infrastructure, fluffy bed. You just lay them down. Keep the beds 1 tile apart as well. I have found that to be a much better placement, especially for the big pals. Otherwise they like bug out and stuff and they don't place correctly, or they won't come and sleep correctly because they're like interacting with another pal. So just keep that all in mind. Little tips and tricks to know while building. And I think you can only queue about 8 things to build before they like start. So if I was to place another one down there, it would have actually destroyed the last build. You can only queue so many things to be built. So we build all these. I usually make 15 beds for the tutorials because that's what the base is set on the server setting for the beds base. I set mine up to 20 because, you know, more pals, more work, the bigger workforce, more materials. Okay, so we finished off the bed area. We opened that up a little bit, and now we're actually going to try and build up so we can get our pals working up above us with the factory kind of stuff. So we need to go 3 levels up to reach the top there. So when we're building 3 levels up, make sure you put your first set of stairs 3 levels away from where you want them to go. So we need to build a little wall over here, and then we can build a roof. Actually, wait, we need to do it like, oh no, I guess the wall is good enough. So we do the wall, and then you can do some stairs right over there. So that will make them walk up there. That obviously over there, because they won't be able to get in there, it's not going to work. Maybe we could build double stairs like that, and that won't work. Okay, so that, we might want to close this off just in case they decide to, you know, run off the side of the map. So just close this off. And this is your stair area. So you go up the stairs like this, and then we need some more stairs going up and up again. So this is our 3 stairs. It's all within the blue line, so it's all pretty good. They will walk in here. And then once we get up top, we can put down some roofs. How far? Okay, they're actually going to walk everywhere in there. Just over there, they might not path. Actually, they might even be able to path right there. If we build these stairs out like another set over, they're able to path over there quite easily. But instead, we'll just build it this way around. So we'll go like this. Not enough support. Also, when you are building up, if you want this to be supported, just go ahead and build a foundation on the ground underneath, and then it should be able to support it. Let's see if we can build further with our foundations. Well, they clip on. There's stones and stuff there, so they won't actually clip. Unfortunate. But we can build some over there. Let's see if that actually makes it with the stairs. And then we can build them a little bit up. So now we come for the roof, and there we go. So you can build the roof. And then we just keep building around, because this is all foundation underneath. Just make sure to keep it open over there so your powers can actually make it in. So we keep building, and then keep the stairs open as well. So you want to probably go about there. We can start closing it out, because this is where the powers are going to walk up. So if they're really tall, you got to make sure that it's open underneath where they come out. So they come up like that, and they should be able to pass through it mostly. If not, then you can just build this on the other side. This is just showing you guys like how I kind of set it up if you want to build stuff on top. So we've set that up on top. We don't want to go too far over there to that side, because we don't want to interfere with like the powers pathing up and down the stairs. So you could go one more out there or not. It's up to you. So we've got this whole flat area up top. You can put in whatever you need up top here to be. And Anubis is like the best pal for handiwork stuff. So he could easily path up these stairs, no problems. I'm pretty sure he'll get up these stairs with no issues. So there is the area now for sleeping. Working up top, and now let's go ahead and finish out the iron ore area stuff. So we need refineries and we need chests. So you come to the middle, and then you either put your improved furnace or your old furnace or electric, whatever you have access to. We see we want to have them standing so they can actually blow flames in it. So we'll have to put this like this, and I guess we'll put the chest behind them. So we'll put one furnace there. We'll put another furnace here. So now when the flame powers come, they're actually going to stand over here and blow flames into it like that. So keep that in mind from like which direction the powers have to actually work in these furnaces. So we'll do that, and then we're going to place the chests right behind the furnaces, as that will make the powers over there path up, and then put the ore and everything within the chests there without interfering with like the Palbox, because you want to keep this Palbox area open. So that's that, and now we come and use the storage. This is the best chest to use, the refined metal chest. Actually, the big, what do you call it, like the big ass chests, the containers, they've got the exact same space as these chests, but they do have like problems with the powers glitching through them sometimes, or like getting stuck on them. So don't use the containers like I have used in a couple of my older builds. You definitely want to go ahead and use the chest. And our axe just broke, so that's beautiful. Let's go back to this. We'll just leave that tree there for now. So this is the best chest to use, refined metal chest. It's got the same amount of space and no bugging with the pals. So this should be more than enough space to store all the stuff they will gather in this base. So now we have the refinery set up, we got the chest set up. Now the last thing we need, obviously we do have sleeping. We need the relaxation and the food. Remember to keep your pals in good condition, otherwise they won't work for you pretty well. Where is the pal? So we need to come to infrastructure, and we need to build them some hot springs. So the hot springs you usually want to build near-ish to the work area, but not like too near, if that makes sense. And the same with the food. So you want to build the food and the hot springs near-ish to the work area, so they can just go straight into the hot spring and then straight back to the food. So we could like put foundation all the way around here, but just to save time, we're just going to put these down here. We'll build 2 hot springs on this side, and I mean, obviously, we need to cut down these trees, but my axe broke. So yeah, that's a funny thing. So coal is back there, and this is all iron ore. We could put like another one over here. You don't need this many. I think 2 should be more than enough. So as long as you have 1 on either side, should be good. So let's go ahead and set up this. Make sure the powers can path there. It's not interfering with anything. It's all within the blue line. And then the last thing we need is some food and some farms. And oh, we do need some palladium grinders as well. So there's the hot springs. Obviously, just go ahead and kill all these trees so they don't respawn and like interfere with stuff. And then this is nice and open over here. What you could do is make the grounder place over here. So let's see, we'll make it equal again. We'll build like, we'll start not too close to this ore. So maybe we start by the ore. We go like that. And then we'll go around. This will be the working area for the grinders or the maulers or whatever it is. The thing that makes palladium with not placed on ground. Really, how is that not placed on the ground? You know, like some of these things they just need to fix. Wait, is there a foundation underneath? Oh, okay. We've got interfering foundations from a previous attempt. So there you go. Build these. And now we make this area. This is nice and flat for the work over there that the pals can do. See if we put it there. The stairs might come a little too close, but I think we should be okay. Put stairs up to this little work area. And then this is going to be where the pals come and make palladium. Although we don't have much workspace because this is right on the edge of the blue. So maybe put this somewhere else. But like you just use the same idea. So let's see for the production, the crusher. So the crusher actually is not that big. So this is good. So we can place it over there and the pals will be able to work on it. No problem. So come and place the crusher right like that. The pals will like stand on the stairs and work on the crusher. You only technically need one of these. It's just to make these palladium fragments with stones. And then the last thing to actually do is make yourself a stone farm. So production stone pit. They should again work on it with up the stairs like that. Obviously without the tree, get rid of the tree. And then what you can do with this stone farm, if you don't actually want them to work on that, if there's ores and stuff that are needing to be mined, just delete the stairs. Delete any access they have to this stone farm and maybe take away these foundations or raise the foundations higher. As long as they don't have stairs to actually get to the mine, they won't actually mine it. So set it up in a way where you can raise it and they can only get there with stairs that you got to place down. See over there, they could get there, so just wipe it out and just keep it a little bit elevated. And that way you can choose if you want them to work on stone or if you want them to actually mine some ores. So that is all you'll need there. And then last but not least, we need the food boxes. So the food boxes are very simple. Just place them close to the work, but not too far away. So you could place it on there if you want to do the trick to do the stone pit. But I'm going to place this right over there. And then on the other side, near the other stuff, you want to place as well. So this is the coal, no, this is the iron ore area. So now we go across to the coal area. And we place a food box around there too. So whenever the pals are working over here, they can just straight up come eat and they'll move on with their day. They'll eat and they'll go straight back to mining. And then the last thing we need is a farm. The farm doesn't need to be near anything. This you can just make wherever you want. So where is our farm? Probably be by food. Lettuce and tomato is the best because you can make salad, but a berry plantation should work just as good. So we put this over there. They should be able to reach it. Tomato. It's a little bit wonky, but it's within the blue area and the pals should be able to interact with this. No problem. So you make your farms, whatever you choose or whatever you have access to. There's your two farms. Now you get yourself a farming pal. They'll be farming, making food, and then delivering it into these feed boxes. So that is pretty much how you set this base up. It's not as perfect as I had it the first time, but every build is a little bit different. So just keep that in mind. You could also build straight up from here. Like you could build two walls over here, and then you could build straight up and then stairs. And you could have like this whole area to work. You could connect that straight onto this foundation. Just make sure that's at least 3 levels up so that the pals that spawn in here don't get stuck. Especially if like big pals like Yormantide, you don't want them getting stuck on things. But more or less, that is how you set this place up. Let me know if this video was informative or if you guys would like me to do it in like a different format. I'm pretty new to the base building tutorial. I usually just show you guys like a rundown of my build base after testing it myself and running through it. But doing this on the fly, like real time, is a little bit different for me. So let me know what you guys think of the video. Hopefully you found it helpful and it did actually help you set up your base. I hope to see you guys on the stream tonight. Thank you so much for all the support. If you do like this video, please drop a like and a sub to the channel. It helps me out so much. And I'll catch you beautiful people in the next one. Augiesaint out.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the